and welcome to Time to Stand, a new channel that I'll be running. So this will be part of my umbrella of like Master of Coin. You probably never even heard of that channel because it doesn't get any views, but it's basically my gaming channel. Pretty much every channel is going to be what interests me. So gaming for one, cooking for another, and then K-pop and stuff for the third one, which is this one. So I'll be doing music video reactions just for fun, just to sweaty boy just watching cute girls and boys dance and stuff, and then also like listings like my favorite groups and then like my top 100 favorite songs, stuff like that. And freaking I wear contacts and also wear glasses, but my freaking glasses kept reflecting off my computer monitor, so I had to freaking put my contacts in. But anyways, this is the introduction to the main channel. Just to get a little bit of backstory, I first got introduced to like Korean stuff where I saw on Netflix that there was a K-drama called Drama World, and I watched it in 2019, and I really liked it. But I didn't start getting into K-pop and stuff because I've always been an anime fan, and so ever since sophomore year of high school, I watched 3 anime that really got me hooked into anime. I watched Sword Art Online, I watched Fairy Tail, then I watched Attack on Titan, and that got me hooked. And I've been an anime fan for since that time, and even move my webcam. You can see that I have a bunch of like Zoro's sword up in the corner right there, and then a bunch of toys, some boats, two more anime swords, then a bunch of manga, and then like there's some One Piece DVDs in the bottom left corner right there, and then just a bunch of manga and stuff like that. And then over here, I haven't put them up yet because I just recently moved, but all my anime figures are down there. Then I even have some One Piece wanted posters right there. And so I've always been an anime fan. Essentially, I pretty much completed all the anime I've wanted to watch, because right now I have about 1,800 completed anime and like 400 completed manga with like 600 that I'm currently reading. So I pretty much got where I wanted to go. I had a personal tragedy in my life happen in November 2020. And since then, essentially, I remembered that I watched Drama World in 2019, that there was a whole new market that I haven't basically went through. So essentially, I found my drama list, and through that, because I made one when I first watched Drama World, because that's my first one, and that's the only drama I had listed besides like King's Avatar, which is another show I watched on Netflix, and that's a Chinese drama. And then so I went back to it, and I noticed that there was a lot of stuff I've missed. So basically, to relieve that, I went to variety shows first. And so my 2 favorite variety shows, and the 2 that I started off with, that was Running Man is the first one, and then Knowing Brothers, also known as Ask Us Anything. And so I watched Running Man first, and I started around episode 300 or so, even though it was 2020, but I started around episode 300, and then around that time is when Twice came on. I think they showed up on like episode 324 or something. I can look it up later. But I think that's when they showed up. They were funny, they were cute, and they sang their 2020 song. And so I did more research onto them because I really liked them. I'm like, okay, because I've listened to K-pop songs here and there. Like I think I listened to Likey a long time ago. Then I've listened to Blackpink like Do Do Do. And so I was kind of familiar, but nothing really stuck out to me, even though right now Likey's one of my favorite Twice songs. It's like definitely in my top 5. I went back into that, and then I went back to their debut album, and I've been listening ever since. And then since November of 2020, I've watched a lot of K-dramas. Variety shows are definitely my favorite compared to like TV shows and stuff like that, but definitely up there. So yeah, so I went really hard in the variety shows, and through that I got to know a lot of different K-pop groups. I have like a playlist of like 140 songs. You could even hear me singing them in some of my gaming videos or just talking about some of the songs. And I thought that would be a fun one to go over and basically just pretty much just talk about stuff that interests me, essentially, because I'm just pretty much making this for myself. And then if people have the same interests as me, that'd be pretty cool to talk to people like that. So essentially it's just going to be a bunch of different groups. I'm more about girl groups just in general, but there is a lot of boy groups I do like. Like I really like Super Junior. EXO has some really good songs, and then I like Sehun from EXO. He was in a lot of variety shows, and I think he's hilarious. So I really like him. And then there's a few boy group songs here and there, but I'm mostly towards girl group songs. But I do really like for example, GOT7. Whenever they sing Twice songs, or whenever they sing Red Velvet in that was a pretty great video that I really enjoyed. Just stuff like that, just looking up memes and things like that of different K-pop stuff just makes me happy. And so that's something that I just got into recently. So that's what I'll be doing, essentially, is just reacting. And essentially, even if I've seen the video, I'll probably just do a reaction to it again just because I like listening to it, and I have a giant playlist. So I'll basically just go over my playlist first, and then basically I'll pick a K-pop group that I've never listened to. So I think I'm probably gonna do like 3 or 4 releases a week maybe. So there'll be one main MV reaction, and then there's gonna be like probably a list video of like, I don't know, like my top 5 or top 10 favorite Twice songs, something like that. And then there will be one where it's like a reaction to a K-pop group I've never listened to. So I've listened to a decent amount, but I've never really listened to boy groups, so that could be a good one to do. Like, for example, I've never listened to ATEEZ. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but they recently released a song with Kim Jong-kook, which is a member from Running Man and a guy that I really like. So I might listen to that song when it comes out, or if it is out already. I can't remember. Stuff like that. And then I'll probably keep the banner and the profile icon for like this for a while. But for me, pretty much the icon in the corner is essentially all my favorite, I guess you could say, Korean stars. So it's Lee Mi-jo, Kim Sejong, Kim Jong-kook, Lee Kwon-so, and Jessie. But I also want to add Song Yuki, who from G-Idol, because I really like her, and she's also really funny. So I might either have to take somebody out or just shove her in somewhere. But essentially just a random thing that I made just for fun. But yeah, so this was a channel that I made a long time ago, and then I just posted like one like highlight clip from Running Man or something like that. And so that did pretty well, but I'm just gonna private it just so, and then start afresh essentially, and just keep the name because I couldn't think of any other name for this channel. So I just thought just fun to keep it what I have it as, and then just rework it. Yeah, so without further ado, welcome to the channel.